Hello YouTube, this is Dexter Nolan here with a brand new deck profile. This is Shaddoll's, and this is kind of a different variant made for the Necros format. It's not straight up Denko dolls, as you'll see. So let's get straight into it. Triple Mathematician, he kind of is a great opener. He gets your plays going. He kind of starts you up your engine, and he's just a great card all around. He floats, so all good. Triple Denko, you want to shut out your opponent pretty much for your OTKs, but it's kind of dead against Necros and even against Burning Abyss and Clifford's now, because they run less traps now. So it's not as good. I might like drop this to the side, or possibly just drop it to 1 or 2 in the main. 1 BLS, because BLS is pretty much always live after the first fusion, which is nearly always like happens straight away. So you want a BLS because it really shuts out the game straight off. Then for the Shaddolls, you know what these guys do, so I'll just go straight to them. Double Schemata, double Dragon, 1 Hedgehog. Might bump Hedgehog up to 2, we'll see. 1 Falco, just because it's kind of dead, kind of cloggy at more than 1. And Triple Beast, because it's like the best doll to send, because it's just inherent advantage. It's also level 5, that's why I run the 3, because you'll see later on in the build. I run 2 Gaias and 3 artifacts. This Caduceus is actually a Scythe, or possibly a Lancia, depending on how Necros is, if it's too prominent or not. So yeah, these are like, Kais is just there because I'm running triple Monarch Stormforth in this build, because it's a doubt to Dark Law, it's an out to pretty much anything in the game. So yeah, and the artifacts because I'm running 3 Sanctums, and they're great because you contribute them from Monarchs for spot removal, and like Lancia is great against Necros, it just shuts out their turn. And Moral Attack, amazing spot removal, one of the best in the game, doesn't even target, and Scythe kind of stops, locks out, like pretty much controls the game. So classic for monsters, I'm running 1 Snatch Shield and 1 enemy controller. At the end of the deck, this was the last card to go in, so I only got 1 space left, so I just took in the enemy controller, everything else was packed up. Triple MST, amazing in this format because stuff like Vandies, chainable traps, like you want to get hit like Farlex and stuff before you like put cards on board. I might drop Shazam because Necros do not run traps, and if at most they'll like run maybe 1, 2 or 3. So yeah, it's going to be it's less useful, especially considering they're a cheap deck. A lot of players will have them, as well as Denko. 1 Regeki. Regeki is just a board wipe, so there's no reason not to run this card, especially because it pushes OTKs like all the time. 3 Shaddoll Fusion. It's Shaddolls. You need to run 3 Shaddoll Fusion. It's the MVP card of the deck. It locks your opponent out of really going for the extra deck, or else they're getting like thumped with the construct. Next you got 3 L Shaddoll Fusion. It's not as useful as Shaddoll Fusion in the best scenario, but it's like quick play, and like when you're leaving it over to your opponent, if you can make Shaddolls on board, like it's just amazing. Especially like with Winda, you can like see what they're doing and then like make a decision based on that. 3 Monarchs on 4th. Amazing spot removal, best in the game I think. It's pretty much like just so good in this build, but I might cut them. I might cut Kai's. We'll see how the Necros, like how prominent they are in this meta, so that'll make a lot of decisions on this deck because they're wide open. They don't run traps, so Denko and MSTs and that kind of stuff is dead. Shadow Core, because under Shadow Mirror it allows you to retrieve Shadow Fusion with the construct, and it's kind of like a great card all around because it allows you to go into like stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to go into. And 3 Sanctum because I run artifacts, and it's the best. It's like this is the best trap card in the game. Maybe Vandy's, maybe Twilight, but this is like the other one. This is a great card. So that's for the main deck. The side deck, or sorry, the extra deck. I won't go into the side deck because that's really meta dependent. So just 3 constructs because you can. This is like your boss. This is your boss monster. Winda's good. This is better. Winda shuts out a lot of decks, especially like Tell Knights. So if you can make Winda, it's like GG. So double Winda, you will make it a second time. You will never make it a third time, and if you do, you're playing the deck wrong. You're just not protecting your guys. Shekanaga, because it's like not as good as the other 2, but in certain situations it's just so good. You need to run the 1 at least, especially because it's just passively being able to be made because of math in the deck. 1 Pleiades because you can actually make it, and it's too good. Like I might add a Vox Source. I'm not a Vox Source at the moment, but like Winda is a level 5, and in certain situations you might have an artifact and a Winda. So Pleiades, and I'll try and get a Vox Source. 2 level rank 4s, like you rarely make them. Castella is obviously the best. For the second choice, I think this just automatically wins Clifford's. You kind of have to run this card because it just beats Clifford's. The Synchro is like, I'm just going to show you all of these at once because you rarely ever summon these, and when you do, they don't do much. This is going to replace our Armades. I'm considering taking out this level 8 and like adding in an Arcanite maybe, but like it really doesn't matter. You never really go into the synchros, and if you do, like you're kind of like already going for game. It's insane. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and peace out.